Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. My cars are so messy at home. Y'all. I'm thinking like I feel like it's just a messy mind. I've been in a messy mind space in the past 3 years, kind of like a levitated energy. That's why I was thinking like the kings and queens are used for their mind. This is why people take good care of them, that they hire around them. They have the resources to do so. You know, because you can't stop this and this. You can't. And when your chakra's in alignment, you can't stop it. So it's like everything around you is like not important. It's like your well-being, your mental clarity. These things are very important, especially being attacked and attacked. Because I'm guessing like when stuff like this happen, or like resets, or this so-called deluge, which is man-made, it's a way for man, I feel, to disconnect what God put together and try to blame nature, man and science to do shit like that, and blame and aliens, and they blame. But and then the stupid ones, they the ones that put the cameras in your house and try to see how messy your house is because they want to see what it's like when you down and out or something. But you're not really down and out. It's just something's going on around you that it's like otherworldly, or something that you're not used to, something that you have to work your way through. So it's kind of silly because it's not the real you when you're going through. I mean, it is, but it's not. This is just people that be jealous or envious of other people's destiny, and then they want to do something to mess it up. That's what I'm picking up. Humiliate, disassociate, penetrate. You could be like also trying to steal somebody's persona so you can't have it. Like, what? This ain't one of them. Because I remember on Legacies, the show Legacies, one of those girls, one of the sisters was going to have to die. But I don't even think I have a real sister. I don't. From when I was born until now, they could have created something in my likeness from my DNA or my mom. Like, you have to realize this, how deep this shit go. Whatever these people are trying to do. I feel like that's more of what the I change. If not, it's not like I can't be upgraded by God or in that manner throughout time. It's just science can get in and sneak and strip you down, but they won't use their tools to build you up because they're building up another group or another race of people to take your place. So they're not gonna, they get stripped from you to create these things, but they won't feed into you or put back in. I won't even say that about entertainment industry. I feel like they did put back in. It's just whatever science created with these other beings, they want to make them higher. Even our children, they took some of our children and did this. It made them feel on top of the world and looked back down at you like, oh, that's all that person doing. I have this, that. It's just a natural, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Wait, let me get this out. Hey, I removed disaster from among you, said none may recount your. See, your disgrace. See, I feel like somebody's trying to put something on someone. This could also be if somebody try to make you a disgrace by recording you while you were going through some kind of tribulations that's not even yours, or fighting off demons that's not yours. It's kind of impossible because it's not yours. So they will have the upper hand, or it's something you can't grasp. If it's your demon, you can challenge it, you can grasp it, you can strangle it, you can kill it, you can move it out the way. But if it's not yours, you don't know how. The reason why the people are going against demons at a certain time is the nature of the relationship or something that you built with that person at a certain time or something like this. So there's nothing for you to, they're just pressing on. They may not be able to harm you, but they can harm harm your credentials. They can harm your maybe your status, maybe people's your reputation, or people's view on you, something like this. What the hell is these glasses doing in here? It's not mine. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for my glasses. I could have sworn I grabbed them. Oh. Again, oh, we got a chain that just fell out of here. It's also leaving somebody in somebody's hands. I feel like what they're trying to do to me is like Britney Spears me, like a group of people that's crazy about my energy. I don't know who, I haven't pinpointed what, all right? Instead of me moving up to the higher realms or something, okay? I was getting like, please don't go, girl. The song, when I was listening to some old music last night. So this could be more like the 80s baby people's world. Maybe even the children or something. We are the world, we are the children, but that's what I'm thinking. It's not so much the parents. The parents will be like embarrassed or something of whatever they got into, something. Also, it's something about people that look very well put together, very, very perfectionist, very OCD. But the dirt, they keep their vassal in their homes really clean, their cars really clean, but inside the mind is dirty. Inside the cup is dirty. Even sometimes with STD energy or attachments. And but they'll look at you like, oh my God, this person lives like an animal. But the thing is, they're hiding like an animalistic nature or something really filthy. Filthy ways. But it's like, wait, but you're in my garden though. Neglect of the Lord by the Jews. Because I was hearing that somebody is a Jew. They're not Jewish or something like a Jew. Like man is man, but mankind is something else. Uh-oh. Again, somebody wants somebody to take the fall for something and just get what they give you. And it's like, no, I will purchase you, not even with finances, with your guilt, and place you down where you belong and enjoy the best of both worlds. Because some of these people, I think they were living dual lives. They were like middle class, or maybe they were in the industry or something like this, but they were also playing around in the upper chambers, the so-called heavens, things like this. Yeah, at this time I will deal with all who oppress you. I will save the lame. Okay, assemble outcasts. I will give them praise. Renown earth. Okay. So I kind of don't even want to read this because I know that somebody already was in this energy trying to manipulate something, right? Extortion to rebuild the temple of the Lord. It's also to make something that's so supposed to be so powerful look very weak. Okay, like a mob of people, a mosh pit of people was able to take this person and try to mold them or make them there. It's almost still like some type of enslavement. It's something that's not, maybe this is like somebody being highbrow. It's something that's not, because it's always somebody trying to say, well, the elites don't care about, but that's why I was saying God was making somebody that was like in a pure energy to be there. That also cleanses that. And then also, it was to do something here first. I don't know. And I just feel like somebody trying to skip over a big gap or something. The prophecy of maybe divided into 5 oracles. And that's another thing, is trying to reassemble, let's say, reestablish here, and make somebody to fit in with, like, this is like a queen, like of a regal status, the okay, despite what they may do in their personal time, the king and queen, or who they might sleep with or something like this. This is somebody trying to move you from being the queen is the queen. There's no other second queen. It could be mistresses, but they're not the queen. And I feel like somebody wants someone to be in a position where they are like 5 wives, or you know, it's degrading, whatever the fuck it is. Okay, like, oh, we will give you the impression that you were the only wife and the only person for this man when y'all was in lower class, but if you want to move up, you know what I'm saying, it's something weird like that. Let's just get a psalm. Wives, lest his heart be estranged. Hold on, let's get this real quick. Because that, I think it was Shango between the two gods when they were talking to Oshun, that had been lying. He had been dealing with another woman of the across the oceans or something, from far across the oceans. This could be Africa in America, or African American. This could be like, it also made me think about, like I said, Pinocchio and the boys that went to that island, and they were ruined because of it. So somebody could have been doing stuff with these people in my name, and then that was getting them into the game, and then they would leave me with the stain. I don't know. Okay, just like I was saying, what if these people was in those shipping containers with Christina? I'm about to say Katrina, and some shit about movement of these, synths, or you know, of other people's, like, to cleanse out a place. And then, somebody saying, oh, I'm gonna cleanse out the wicked, and but they really not. They cleanse the good or the original. It's something like this, okay? And I was thinking, like, oh, I was hearing, so they could get, somebody's getting rid of next of kin, so they can sell skins or something like this. So one witness alone shall not take the stand against a man in a regard of any crime or any offense of which he, wait, this can't be, he may be guilty. So this is making me think somebody trying to take somebody wants me to stand. Okay, somebody was using somebody as a scapegoat. So somebody want to take you to court, or move up to be a judge, or the judge in heaven, or up to the heavens, so they can judge me for a crime that they did. So I was thinking, whatever, during Katrina, them people, like, they was blaming shit like this on the queen, like the dead bodies piled up, possibly from those shipping containers and shit like this, that these people was in after hurricane, shit like that. Or if they are doing something like this, like moving bodies like that, something else, which may be guilty. A judicial fact shall be established only in the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. So Yeah, somebody could be trying. We're just kind of going through here. God, I think, damn, did I lose what I was just looking at? Because I was talking. Anyways, that was very important. So somebody might be trying to hurry up and move to a higher position and leave you behind and make you stand trial for something that they were doing to climb the ladder. So somebody could be trying to give somebody life in this, um, some kind of life sentence. It's almost like these people killing you, or this could also be prison reform with the Kardashians. Okay, to try to put me in prison so they can keep their portion of some type of inheritance in mind if there's some connection between these people. Okay, or if our fathers were partners of, like, in the past, or if, like I said, if people were famous or made it to the other side, more than likely these people were killed, like paper genocide or otherwise, and then they went and started another family. The Papa Rolling Stone, like I told you, the womb of the white buffalo woman, she could produce children. She could be brown like me and produce children with blonde hair, blue eyes, Caucasian looking or whatever like this by the fourth time, right? But the men would have to go and be with like an African lady, then be with a brown skinned American Indian, copper colored girl, then they would go with be with a Hispanic girl or that kind of brown girl, and then they would go and be with like a Caucasian lady. And that's how they, I think, were getting their different children, their different colored children. But somebody has to take a fall for these things that they were doing behind the scenes to move forward. It says the nations as one shifts with a sieve, letting no pebble fall on the ground. So this could be like not letting no, somebody manipulating something, not letting no clues or nothing be left behind. Okay. Hold on. I didn't know I had this many cards sticking in this book. So maybe whatever it was that I was pulling on at first, it wasn't that important. We need to see about who is this that thought that they was going to, yeah, some kind of perpetual something. That's what I'm saying. Whatever this is, it's been going on for a long time. Oh, if an alien amongst you wishes to keep the Lord's Passover, see, he too shall observe the rules and regulations of the Passover. You shall have the same laws, and for the resident angel, alien as the native of the land. So this may be something that was perpetually done, and we don't know if this is a good fucking idea. We got the silver trumpets. Yeah, and then we have Moses here, right? The Lord said to Moses, make 2 trumpets of beaten silver. Somebody is like beating someone or harming someone, or was within the past 10 years, 10 decades. I don't know. Okay. But wisdom is more precious than silver, gold, any metals or crystals or anything like this, diamonds or anything. So, which you shall use to assemble the community and breaking camp when we both are. Because people like, are you like, people like, are you crazy? I thought you were, I'm not nowhere. I'm up here. You down there. What are you even doing? Somebody is trying to, yeah, incorporate something. And it's like, no, I don't know. Kathy. It was something. Yeah. And the charioteers went forth, went after them right into the midst of the sea. This could be the deluge, the German part. In the night watch, just before dawn, the Lord cast through the column a fiery cloud upon the Egyptian force, a glance that threw it into a panic. And he so clogged their chariot wheels that they could hardly drive. And the Egyptians sounded to retreat before Israel because the Lord was fighting for them against the Egyptians. So, consecration of the firstborn. So I don't know, like 20 years behind crossing the Red Sea. And also this crossing of the Red Sea, the cross and the Red Sea could have been a thing. Okay, that could be at the time. They could have even had a special clone for this time. 1991 could be significant. 2014, crossing the Red Sea, or cross and the Red Sea. This could be double crossing. To double cross somebody is to do something bogus to them. Somebody was double crossing. This could also be somebody being smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your. All right. So yeah, we're not gonna get nothing else from there. I really wanted to sit at the table and do this reading today, but y'all. Oh, what is this? So like I said, they could be piling up deaths or bodies or something even after COVID or something, and try to blame it on someone. Or like how I say, oh, the queen eats baby children, something. But it's like, what if there's something really deep and dark and mysterious behind the school district? I've been getting a lot of commercials about K-12 online or whatever like this, okay? So there could be something more sinister going on. But there is an outlet, or there's something in somebody's family, or there are some people that have to come down, because these people then chose these people because of what they was able to do. This could even be somebody that was able to make a lot of money or do some shit or something like this, and the person that they was with didn't know that that's what the fuck they was doing. But some of these people knew what the fuck they was doing, and you challenging me, that's the wrong thing to do, even accidentally. Because if God is speaking through me, it's just going to, even if you like me, you ain't gonna like me no more. You know, these are people that kept their love or their like or their affection from you distant or secret or something. Well, you should have been, you know, that's denying me before men and children and whatever else. If these men took these children and reprogrammed them with other women or something and made them think that there's their mother, or if they use people like me or other people as a cis energy to bring other women's children into the world, then you should have did your research. But money, I feel like money had these people thinking about something, thinking something else, or seeing something another way. And somebody don't even want to apologize, or there's something about some apologies here that could be needed. I mean, I don't know for who, but okay. So anyways, that's what we have so far for today. And it was looking like a nice day, but now it's getting dark out here, so somebody could be pissed off. Like, this ain't even about that. This ain't, I'm getting, when I was thinking about Shango and her and Oshun and the other, I can't remember his name. Eric, I don't know. We'll just I'll put it up later. Because somebody's like, I had a foreknowing that you were going to choose something. But it's giving me the cards with the vases here, and it's getting split in half by two different hands. But it's also feel like all this whole time is for the affection of another. It's for somebody was doing all this, like, oh, don't you see what I'm doing? But no, I can't, because none of it is for me. It's for someone else. So this could be the heartbreaking experience. But again, it's almost like it's not even for love. The person would rather be with you or me, the good, but they too far in something. If they could foresee all this shit about me and foresee all this shit, then why couldn't they foresee that? So you wanted to be there. These is people that counted you out, or they knew that somebody did something to make you not know, where you would have less of a chance to be the one that comes out on top. So I was thinking about the beef between, like, with Kim and not really beef, Kim and Beyonce, about them not wanting to go to the marriage and stuff like this. But I feel like, cause you trying to use one of my one of my clones or something with this Katroya energy, instead of these people giving an apology and paying me what they owe me or something like this, or being, oh my God, responsible for something. So it's like, well, you can't stay here like that. I'm gonna have to get the masters over you and your whole family. You understand what I'm saying? We got some kind of false judgment about somebody, and this is the truth. Some people spread false judgment here. This could be somebody that looks to you for fashion advice and stuff like this, things like this in secret in the sleep realm by hypnosis and other stuff like this. But then they looking at you when they're playing with your fucking money, talking about, oh, you can't dress and stuff, you can't sit with us. But they know that you've given them. This is like some of the feminine energies that could have been connected to somebody while they were on the rise to fame, and they come to you in the sleep realm or in another realm and ask you about what dress they should wear. You see what I'm saying? Some shit like this. Yeah, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Something is being uncovered about some finances. All right, and then the world came out in the upright, but it flipped over on my boobs in reverse. So somebody's being kind of tricky with something here. Seven of Pentacles. But I feel like somebody's like, you're our world. We blocked you from going further. But because somebody's different than the rest. So this is like a good, it's kind of admirable. But at the same time, it's like, nah, I can't do that. You know? It's making me think too, like on that Silvery cartoon movie, the person was like, I can't stay here. I got to go rule. I got to go back and be president of my country or whatever. Because the guy was stranded there for like weeks or something. And then they finally came to get him, and he was like, I have to go back home to run as president or whatever like this. You know, but I'll keep you in mind. I feel like people are so, yeah, we got an ending. Something ain't over yet. Also, they could be trying to sacrifice a son, or this is somebody trying to sacrifice a grandson, okay? And a daughter. Like, somebody ain't shit. So they could get a seat, because I think Shango was trying to get a seat in heaven. Okay? K. Troya. Somebody could be claiming that this other person, you know, when I was saying when we were traveling back and forth to Texas, you know, through the childhood, it's like somebody was saying that they were like altering or moving us or trafficking us or something like this, possibly. There's different types of trafficking too, I'm figuring out. And somebody's trying to say that this other girl is the version of me that I think that Key Troy, which is my auntie Holman, which is her husband. I'm thinking what they're trying to say is when we went to Chicago, or when we went to get on the Greyhound bus or the train. No, we took the train to Texas one time with him. He was the one that had to take us there. I don't know why. I think nobody else in the family could do it. I knew I felt eerie about it because, you know, we was a kind of close lit, but it wasn't that damn close where I thought that that's the best person to take us. But I'm guessing they're trying to say, oh no, we swapped the person, so this is the real one or something, and we're gonna have this one on our team or whatever, or something like this. But no, I think that they took one of my vassals, and you're trying to use it, or you're trying to use something. The face. Somebody ain't dead, or something ain't over. Somebody could have knew it was a foreknowing. This could also be a father, because I heard before I went to sleep, you will die. They will die because of the sins of their fathers or whatever. If their father's money had blood on it when it came to you, and they did this, okay. And the death could be an ego death, that you're gonna be beneath me. Anyway, so we got the Hierophant here, okay. This is people that it ain't even about who fat, who is who that. It's like who y'all was doing dirty shit with, or who you was making the most money, or who you was doing something like this in the background with. A Hierophant could be sad about something here. Yeah, because they did something against the Holy Spirit. Somebody didn't think you was holy. Somebody was like, oh, you used to drink. Even though I didn't used to drink. But this could be somebody that used to drink. And then they say, oh, you used to drink too. I was never an alcoholic though. And then they're trying to say, well, you did this, or you had sex with 10 people, or you did this, or something like this, or whatever this is. But we got the Holy Spirit energy out here. And this is a battle between somebody that's a Hierophant. Now, if this Keturah energy had to do something with one of my masculines being missing, okay, and now you sitting up in his energy, and they trying to make it like that person is the Hierophant. Because, listen, we got the Wheel of Fortune here with Temperance. When I showed y'all my nails with the Hierophant card yesterday, the two pillars, this could be also somebody is a black Moor and a white Moor, okay? But I noticed that when she's doing her videos, they got her sitting on that bed. They got her sitting on that bed. Somebody else got diamonds on their bed. They sitting in front of their headboard with the diamonds. But the light-skinned girl, the really pretty light-skinned Chai, whatever her name is, I think that her, Luna Rain or whatever, Jakayla Tarot, and then the little girl, the young lady that they got, the little thick little girl with the New Orleans accent. Because it's making me think what happened during Hurricane Katrina. It could be, this could be where the Carter energy come in. Somebody created so that this Carter energy could stand above me or force me into some kind of subjugation or something. There could be something else. I'm here. Something like the Kanika thing happened when we was in New Orleans. Me, the Ross girl, and my sister went to New Orleans for the Essence Festival, and something happened there, okay? Something happened there. It's also somebody trying to say something about somebody's not dead, but somebody else was dead, because if the person ain't the Holy Spirit or the person, then if they brought back, they're not cleansed like that. Like the Holy Spirit might be able to die, but she come back as the Holy Spirit. It's still a holy presence. The rest of these people, it depends on who, it's almost like it depends on who finds them and puts them back together again. That's who they belong to. Finders, keepers. Until you talking about the army or the group of the Lords, then that's not yours. You know, somebody got to pay for that. Because I'm hearing like when if they was taking synths and shit out of here, that's a lot of, oh shit. Hold on one second. You can show you my damn litter. Girl. That's a lot of fucking money. Some of these families, or these elite families, it's about to be time for the crumble. Okay, the cookie about to crumble. All right. So people talking shit about this could be like a blessing for somebody, because people keep talking about how you can't afford to do this and that. Oh, you're gonna be able to afford to do all this shit after this. Well, I am. And they talk about pride. No, these is facts. This is what do you want somebody to say? How do you want me to come on here? It don't matter. Right. So somebody could be stuck with this energy here. Also, like these people that was doing all this, they think they know God's every step, and they didn't. They forgot that they was going off of the formula, off of thirsty, greedy, evil people that wanted to harm somebody or do something to somebody or prove somebody wrong for no reason. Like, why couldn't the person just be who they was? If I was presenting myself as like, now I never been looking Christian. When I was reading the Bible, I wasn't looking Christian. When I was reading history, I wasn't looking Christian. When I've been doing tarot, I wasn't. See, that's why I'm saying that don't judge a book by its cover, right? So I was never trying to be anything that I'm not, you know. But then this is what somebody wanted to prove. And I've never been somebody that was spoiled and had everything that I wanted. I worked hard, even in my family dynamic, for everything that I got. You understand? People could look at my craft room or something, be like, damn, bitch, you got everything down here. Yeah, do you know how many You know how much work I had to do around this house with these kids. You know how much dick I had to suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay. This is daytime TV, but do you know what I'm saying? That's why I got those things. I mean, because again, women, it's my fucking spouse. I wasn't doing that to nobody else for money. That's my person. He's supposed to take care of me. And that's how we operate. That's how we operate. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was always like, hey, suck my dick and I'll get you this, but there's times when I might do something a little bit extra that somebody that he like, so that I could go on a trip or something. Like I'll really just, I'll let you take over or something, because it's, some shit like that. I'll let you take over. One condition, I don't fuck with that part, but I'll let you take over, and I won't even say nothing. I won't be being stiff and up. I'll relax. You know, that's just, call it weird or whatever. Everybody got their weird shit in their relationship, but you know what I'm saying? It worked. It worked for my family dynamic, because I didn't realize that I could have been dealing with a synth, or I could have been dealing with somebody that was on a one-track mind, or I was dealing with somebody that wasn't dealing with their heart chakra. They was just dealing with a sacral chakra. You see what I'm saying? And that person could have been dealing with me with my heart chakra, but the sacral chakra wasn't in alignment, because the real masculine, that the spark happened between me and us. I don't think that person has been here for a long time. So for me, the woman, the sacral energy will be a little bit off. So sex, it will become a chore or something, because it don't feel like this is my husband. You understand? Right? But I love everybody, or I care about people. If I'm caring for you, I'm caring for you. Right? So it's something like this. So in a sense, it could have been a business proposal for these people. It was just business. And so those little extra shit that I got, or be like, okay, here you go for some extra money to go get your stuff at the store or whatever. Those was tips. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. All right, we got the Queen of Wands here. So we're only saying this because these silly people that were sitting here watching us and things like this, they didn't understand that. First of all, I know this ain't the person. Second of all, I know you watching me. Second of all, I know you're about to try to take this energy and give it to somebody else. You're right. It's not that I'm a dysfunctional person when it comes to sex. It's the fact that you're dysfunctional as hell by watching me. Who the fuck are you? And you're not going to get the show that you wanted. So that's that. Yeah, we got the Six of Wands victory here. So they could be taking, I heard that throughout the time. Now I'm walking like the females that was like me, that came in the past, that didn't have the resources or the voice or something that I have today. And then these rolling stones roll on after they get bratty, because the woman is picking up on your energy and she can't mesh with you in the bed like that no more. Okay, after you're fucking through your rituals or whatever like this, or mentally fucking with somebody with that, and then you start blaming her, or cooking for you because the person is a synth and they don't eat no more. And then they say, oh, you're not a good wife, you don't cook. Oh, well, you still have a child. It might be a synth too, or a demon. It don't eat the same way either. So I'm telling you, somebody's trying to say, oh, you guys are synths or something like this because you don't cook. You understand? But because they have money and they have these houses and these kitchens, which they don't cook. That's why it's so clean. Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Yeah, somebody is getting the Wheel of Fortune. They're not like the rest of these people. If somebody tried to get somebody lost in the sauce. But everybody, some people from a bloodline is trying to block this or stop this, because it will show their, because they don't want this tower. It's going to show their guilt. So somebody's trying to say, come on into victory or something like this, bitch. Not until destruction, and everything that you tried to use against me is laid to dust, including you, if that's a problem. People like, we was just about to give you that, and then you said that. Okay, let's keep on going then. Because in the end, you're gonna give it. You're gonna give it. We got the alien energy that's in the upright, because there's no way that my ancestors, okay, or the people, when we talking about these the scribes and stuff like this was talking no shit, like let the aliens come in and do whatever the fuck they want. Well, yeah, then we can have something foreign behind our whole school system. What our children are learning. China ain't going for that bullshit. Even if some portions of this land here in America, they're calling it China. And that's why that's why they have different curriculum and things like this for different counties and states and shit like this. Nobody's stupid, right? So Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody could be, this alien person could be getting awakened that somebody is not a Nine of Pentacles. All right. You try to strip somebody of everything. Okay, somebody could be trying to recover this. This is like, these people are supposed to be like, Lord, this is happening over here. You can't see it. You know, a lot of times like, Lord, you can't see. Why can't you see what they're doing? Like, these is people at a distance saying, oh my God, Lord, do you know what they're doing? I see you just smiling and going like this and talking on your vid, but you're not talking about this. Do you know what they're doing behind your back? This is why these people were supposed to stay close knit to the Lord. But a lot of times I feel like they moved on here. So somebody could have stripped somebody from being a Nine of Pentacles and standing on their own, and they're trying to, and they're like, oh, if you didn't do this by 12 o'clock, then this has happened, or you better get up and do it right now, or something. Like, this stuff is happening anyways, because it's a force that's inside of somebody, and I'm trying to tell you right now, you want to play that game. Yeah, so somebody trying to do a hitman, or somebody trying to warn somebody. Because right now, I'm hearing that it's something about, like this rising, I was asleep, but I was talking in my sleep. I was putting puzzles together in my sleep. Somebody's listening when I'm sleeping, putting them puzzles together. And I'm like, okay, I'm about to get up in a minute and I'm going to do a video and see if anything comes out. Somebody already seen my face, bitch, you're going to die. Whoever got the victory from seeing my face this morning when I was putting those names together, because then by the time I woke up, so first they started doing that with my dreams. I'll have a dream, I'll be like, good, okay, I kind of see what that dream was saying. And then before I wake up, they'd steal the dream. Now you trying to tap in and hear what my personal thoughts is when I'm communicating with source. And then you want to take that information or something like this. And you're going to try to stop me from remembering what I was saying or what was going on. So somebody is trying to strip somebody here. They don't want you to leave. They want you to stay, and they're going to send the hitman. Because when these people are claiming world card energy, they take somebody. They can take somebody, okay? When they're screaming, oh, our world, they're going to take you, get you killed, and then bring you back under their jurisdiction. That don't work like that with the Holy Spirit. I don't know who been teaching these people. Somebody that's not connected. Yeah, something goes up here. So somebody could be trying to put you into the underworld, but it's like, I feel like these people fear you going up because nobody never did that. Or when people do that, this happened, but they wasn't the Holy Spirit. And so maybe these people feel like if you go up, you're not going to be connected to them. But all this time, these people are choosing somebody else the whole time anyways. So you get what I'm saying? Something is being written up, okay? Or two people ain't dead, but somebody wrote them up as dead. Hold on. All right. So somebody may not. So somebody may not be also sick and something desolate, but somebody wrote up like they were. Yeah, somebody shouldn't have done this. Or somebody tried to get you, shoot you. There's like one person that want to shoot you up to heaven so you can't be on earth. And then there's a group that wants you on earth. And then there's some people that want you in the underworld. Like, I don't know what's the big deal. The hitman. Shit. What is damn fly? Girl, it was a bee. He came up in here. I had my leg kicked out the door. And I had my one leg inside the door or whatever. I'm just sitting here. And he done went right up in between my damn legs. That's why y'all see me jump out the car. What the fuck wrong with you? We got the queen. We got the King of Wands. So this could be father and son. Somebody's heart is pure, but their legs is being forced to do something. This could be also army brat energy. All right. Phantom energy. Also, I'm getting Cadillac Records with like Etta James. Etta James, the wife of the Cadillac Records dude. Like, there's something here where, like, in a past life, that's somebody's energy. Like, because if somebody was just somebody's wife or married to and somebody that owned a record label at a time, she's not the record label person, okay, and she's not his entertainers. That's something he has separate from the wife. Like, the wives can really stay hidden, especially again back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. The entertainer that he was in love with or was his muse or something, this person would have clones. There would be a younger version of this person. They would have cloned them because this their muse, they love them so much, they will clone them, over and over again into a good age or whatever. The wife, she don't get the same thing. It's like, okay, she might not. But it's like when you think about unions, they say, oh, we do like this so that we can take care of the people that work with us and our families and their families. We treat them like a part of the group, like their children and their wives, and incorporate this into blah, 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 blah. So that's like somebody's father's home. At one point in time, my person worked for Veolia a long time ago. That's under Hoffa. They sold the one, especially the one by my Metro house. They sold that one to Waste Management. It's also making me think about back when they worked there, because the Parham uncle worked there too, and then he ended up getting like a DU. I don't know. He ended up getting let go of, and he went over to Waste Management. My person was still working at Veolia. And see, that's why I was thinking, is this something deeper? Because something is going back to when your cousin was working at Menards and he wanted to get the job with Veolia, and he was telling you to tell your person to get him in there. But I was like, I don't like doing that. I mean, I'll tell him and everything. I'm not gonna not tell him, but I don't know my cousin's work. I don't know. It wasn't hating or nothing. I just don't know. I'm gonna tell him, but I don't like vouching for people. I'm not a good friend when it comes to that. If I was in something, or if I had something, like if I was making like a certain amount of money a year. Now this ain't like, oh girl, I got a job at Six Flags. Come up here and get one too. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about when somebody making like 100K a year or something, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing happening that's going to fuck up my shit if I vouch for you here or something like this. I just don't know. So, but I said, if these people were spying on me or mentally spying on me back then, somebody could say, well, I'll tell you what I'll do I'm going to destroy everything or something like this since you think that way or something. It's, I don't know, something is telling me that something huge happened back then when my cousin was renting out the Metro house from my dad. And something big happened with the recent moving of Veolia. Veolia had been there for I don't know how long at the Cougar place. But then Cougar. But then they, I think Waste Management got them, and then they moved. So now my person got to go further to go to work. But this is something about unions, school districts. All right. Ten of Pentacles. Maybe they shouldn't have put somebody in a Ten of Pentacles in the spotlight. Trying to shame somebody, and people actually like the person, maybe. I don't know. Somebody is more relatable to the everyday people, unless these people have altered or fed something to people in mass distribution through the food. And there's could be some of us that don't change. It's hard for us to change, even if we consume the same water, even if we eat the same poison food. It may not harm you the same way. And so we're the ones that are still that could be protected by God or something like this. But these people won't stop. Yeah, so now we got the Knave of Wands. So all these guns are out here. This is definitely something here. This is definitely like war, like active with all these people. You know how like men go into the military and then their sons and then their grandsons might be like, yeah, my dad was a general, whatever like this. And then they keep it going in the family. This is definitely about like veterans. Well, I don't really see veterans here. Because the Knave of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I don't really see it here. We don't have the King of Wands, but I thought we did. We seen him in here, but then he went back in the deck. I stopped on him, and I think I kept on talking, and I ended up putting him back in. This is like active military. Active military, maybe even some people that have military, their family has military background. They weren't actually in there like military brats. Just making sure, because I thought I put him out here. But I guess not. No, I put him back in. This could also be some type of, I don't know, something connected to a bloodline here. Three of Coins. What I will say is, if you're in a Truman Show, or if you are a Truman, you don't know how the world really works. You little bits and pieces could be coming in. Also, somebody's trying to act like this is the death of you, but if somebody is a god, then it's not. Like, why did you say that? Oh, now you got to get out of the garden or something like this. But no, that's not what this is. This is God walking around in the garden and motherfuckers is hiding. And it's like, where you at, Adam? Y'all, where y'all at? Adam, it's also making me think about, like, there could be a secret program called like Adam something something, where this is a group of people that when everything else is down, these people are supposed to lift up their head and say their head and say, here I am. It's like a race of people or a group. Adamites. Knave of Wands. I don't know. Somebody could be setting up a snare, setting up something. I don't know. Somebody's setting up something. It's almost like because everybody's supposed to be in their places, but Jesus, remember, Jesus didn't have a place. So everybody's supposed to be in their place. Somebody's not in their place because of somebody's aesthetic or something, and now things are turning. Something is about to be happening. It's like there could be little earthquakes, little riots starting, or there's something brewing. Or these other people that cut Brewster, these other people with brew in their name, they could be stirring something, because if this name Brew Ton, that's big, heavy weight. Because somebody, remember that reading from the other day, the heavy weight is over here. It's a ton of shit over here with that name, right? But there's other people that have been using, because of the alchemy in someone, there's other people that have been mixing themselves with these bloodlines to make it seem like they are one or something like this, like on the Damn Cell movie, not just a cut on the hand. The hand, somebody could have been treated, instead of like a royal family could have been treating you or me like a handmaid or a birthing wench or something like this. But somebody is of the bloodline. They could have known this. They may not have. Either way, it's fucked up. for them. Every knee shall bow. Four of Pentacles, because somebody is a son of David too, though. So somebody's like, oh, whatever they created of you, then I was created in 1987 because they found out you had this trait or something. You a damn lie. Because this is something that goes out like centuries. It won't be coming again. So this is how people might have started. Like, it's, you know, most of the elites, they started like gaming or something with something, and then they got a foundation, they got something, their niche, and then they was able to build. And these are people where it's all in you or me. You understand? And somebody's trying to take advantage or leave you out in the open, your vassal, so somebody can harm. If it's your blood that's very healing or something, okay, we're going to tank that. You don't have anything to offer the world. We have something else that we've created or something. But they're not telling people that that's not healing them. It's like the big pharma. It's just something that if you have a disease or something, it's just curing your symptoms. It's not curing you of the disease. You get it? What somebody else is creating. But that's good enough because, again, there's that money coming in or trickling in. Because my opinion, I don't think I have anything to do with the school district, but even when I was watching that movie, I went to see that movie Weapons. And I got excited and giddy because he would not leave me alone. I got excited and giddy because hold on. Because of the little worksheets on there, it was like, tell the time. You know, that easy shit back in. Tell me what time it is. You know, that kind of energy. Somebody could be also trying to get somebody to be a teacher. But that would be sitting underneath the same institution. I'm here to do shit like at the top, to like snatch back something, right? Who was the new person a couple months ago, maybe even a year or something ago, that they put as the head, as the Department of Education? Now, see, we had to be treading real lightly here because some people jump ship and then put people in line, maybe good people. And now these people, now that people thumbing through the shit to see what was going on here, or is some of this claims true, you know, what do you have there? People that don't have nothing to do. There was people there that was there for 30 years and just retired. Those are the people you want to be questioning. I'm telling you, somebody was like the powerhouse thing behind the military, and then somebody else was like, oh, I want to be a hero, or I want to do something to save somebody or something, and then somebody gave them, or something. Somebody gave that over, but they knew that something was about to collapse. So they wanted the house to fall on somebody. This could even be somebody that's jealous, or the father was fucking with you in the past or in the past lifetime, and the son is here now. And this is somebody like jealous of their son, or the way you care about their son, or something like this, or cared. Okay. This could be somebody that was like playing God and they was in the upper chambers, but the son here was actually down here hitting that shit at one point in time, and that already got this motherfucker pissed off. Is something like the person want to get rid of the son. So say me and my person, they was putting us around the wrong people and keeping us separate and putting us in different circles or different situations or something like this. But if you look at us, we probably look about the same age as each other. We probably look like the proper age that we're supposed to be. The people that was looking young with us when we was in high school, they already look old. You know, it's something going on like this. Okay? And this person just be in the background, like, still being nostalgic here. And it's something like that. Yeah, the person didn't steal from somebody. But be careful, because again, somebody didn't steal from you, but they could have done something else. Or somebody could be in love with somebody else and they could already be in a position where these people could take something from you and you won't have your position. Okay? All right. Or somebody's like, I didn't steal it, I was given it. Or this is somebody that's just totally innocent in one case. They've been waiting for it. Seven of coins. Also, this is somebody like, oh, you're just like everybody else. When they get to this point, they try to trample over me. And this person bogarded their way into the position, and now they can say that to you. Or, yeah, you are not, somebody didn't steal. And then we have, oh, somebody didn't steal. So somebody did steal something and somebody didn't. A tiller of the soil. So that's what somebody was trying to do. Okay. Give you one of the hard work job, or the people that get kicked out of heaven and then they had to be like a high school teacher or something or whatever. But even the plans that God was giving me was saying something about more of a mainstream education system that's run, and they like, you don't want the government running God. But I was under the impression that the right people was in there. Y'all kept them out. These people were going to be able to do something and normalize. Everybody's like, it'll never be the same after COVID. Okay, if you let them tell it. But I'm just trying to tell you, or our power a long time ago, and we haven't been in power. So for the past 40 years, you really don't. That ain't even us. That ain't even America. Girl, hold on. I'm about to move from this spot because this motherfucker about to get on my nerves. Hold on.